welcome to the Holiday and Cruise Clinic. I'm Jemma Gofton with another edition of the programme that aims to make your next cruise or holiday as carefree and relaxing as possible. So if you have a holiday, cruise or travel related question, here's how to get in touch. To leave a question on our viewer hotline, call 0871 423 4444. Calls cost 10p a minute from a BT landline and calls from other networks and mobiles may vary. Write on our Facebook wall or tweet us, just search Holiday and Cruise Channel. Send a message through our website www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk/clinic or write to us at the Holiday and Cruise Channel, Cavendish House, Brighton Road, Liverpool, L22 5NG. Now, as we know, cruise holidays are becoming more and more popular, with many of us choosing to take a luxury cruise. One company who really do go beyond your expectations are Celebrity Cruises. They set out to offer an unrivaled cruise experience to stunning destinations with superb facilities on board a wide selection of luxurious and modern cruise ships. And here to tell us more about their 5-star modern luxury offering is Michael Graham from Celebrity Cruises. Michael, thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
Let's kick off with telling us where the brand sits within the market.
Well, I think Celebrity Cruises really is for the people who like the finer things in life. You know, you might have been with various cruise lines in the past and you may have tried 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and then you just want to take the next step and experience a bit of modern luxury, which is what Celebrity Cruises is all about.
And what are the 5 things, do you think, that make you stand out?
Okay, well, I mean, there's so many different things, but for me personally, I think it's the attention to detail, it's the service that you get on board, it's the fine dining. There's so many different places to dine on board the ship. We've got the fantastic spa facilities to really make people relax and just chill out and really enjoy the holiday. And I must say, I think it's about the destinations. We've got so many beautiful and vast destinations that we go to. So that's the big one for me.
Well, we will break all of those points down over this interview because we don't want to miss anything out. Okay. How many ships?
We've got 10 ships all over the world, and they range from Celebrity Expedition, which is our smallest ship, just holds 96 people and goes to the Galapagos Islands. Or we have our Millennium class of ships, which hold about 2,000 people, again, all over the world. And then we have our newest, our Solstice class of ships that we started from 2008, and we built a ship every single year since then for 5 years, and they're just phenomenal. They're just, for me, they're the best ships out there on the seas. Well,
I was going to say, which is your personal favourite and why?
Well, I mean, the Solstice class for me are a class in their own, but there's one particular ship on there which is Celebrity Eclipse, and that's my favourite because it's the one that I've been on all of them, but that's the one that I've holidayed on with my family, and it was just a great experience. I've got lots of cherished memories from that particular ship, Eclipse.
Oh, it's such a hard job for you, isn't it? You know, testing them all out, really difficult.
Try my best.
You know, you're a trooper. Now, what about the service on board? How does that stand out?
Yeah, well, with Celebrity Cruises, there's one member of staff for every couple that comes on board our ship. So when you come on board, as soon as you get on board the ship, there's a glass of bubbly that's waiting for you, or a glass of orange juice, whichever you prefer. Bubbly for me.
Bubbly for me.
Great. And then you're shown to your stateroom. It's a beautifully appointed stateroom. We've got lots and lots of different types. But what makes us stand out is the service on board. It's the person in the bar. They know what drink you want, and you've ordered that gin and tonic once, and the following night they remember you and they know your name. You know, they say to you, "Hello, Mr. Graham, how are you?" And I just can't believe that they remember me, and they remember my drink and my wife's drink as well. It's just great.
Because there are a fair few passengers to remember, aren't they?
Well, some of the biggest ones we hold, they're not too big nowadays, but they hold 2,800 people. So if you want the larger ones, we've got 2,800, the mid-sized ones, 2,000, and as I said, Expedition is just 96.
Do you find that your guests/passengers, if you like, have a little taster of them all? Do you get...
Yeah,
because I would think I want to taste one of the smaller ones, and I'd like to, you know, the larger ones as well.
Yeah, when they've been on say Millennium class, we've got 4 different Millennium class ships, and they're all pretty much identical. They're all just built one year after the other, and if one works, we just build another one pretty much identical because we know it works. So with Millennium class, they'll go on one, they'll try Constellation or they'll try Millennium, and then they'll think, oh, I haven't been on Summit, I must try that. Or they might go on Solstice class, and again they'll try Solstice, Equinox. They'll think, I've never tried Eclipse, and and they want to try every single one in that family, if you like.
And do the passengers get the same? I'm not talking about the level of service. Is there a distinct look? Do you know that you're on a celebrity cruise regardless of the size?
Definitely, yeah. Whichever ship it is, you can tell it's celebrity. And it's just little touches that we do. But what we've done is when we built the Solstice class, our newest class of ships, which started, as I say, from 2008 onwards, what we realised was there were certain things on there that people really liked, like the Martini ice bar. I mean, people love this bar that the top of it's made of ice, and you can pop your drink can down there, keep it cool, write little love notes in there in the bar. It's just a really good venue that people really enjoyed. They also loved some of the specialty restaurants. So what we did is we decided to solstice-ize our Millennium class ships. So we took all the best bits that were on the Solstice class and we put them onto Millennium. So whichever ship you're on, you get the same level of service, but you actually recognise the same different bars or restaurants that we've got on all the different ships.
Well, while we're chatting about restaurants, what's the food like on board? The
food is phenomenal, and it really is. I know, you might get lots of cruise lines up here who say, we've got this, we've got that. We really have got the fine dining which people enjoy. We've got specialty restaurants that people can choose from. There's between 4 to 5 on board every single ship. You can pay a small supplement for those, but you can really have the a la carte, like the AA Rosette Standard. So we don't call it that, but it's like that type of environment, if you like. We've got Muranos, which is the French Mediterranean cuisine. We've got Cuisine, Q-S-I-N-E, which is like an extraordinary, completely unordinary restaurant. It's a bit like going into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but with not just chocolate, it's all your tapas and all your different sort of dishes that they do there as well. We've got the best steakhouse on one of our on all of our ships, actually, Tuscan Grill, which is phenomenal Italian food and steaks. Or, if you don't want to try these specialty restaurants, you go to the main restaurant and you have so much choice there, or the buffet restaurant as well.
Oh, I'm full just hearing about it. When you say fine dining, it then makes me think, oh, OK, we need to dress accordingly for fine dining. I'm going to need 14 amazing dresses. Is that the case?
No, it's nowadays, I think, people don't want to get dressed up every single night of the holiday because it's a holiday. And, if somebody does want that, I'm sure there are various cruise lines out there, but for us, it's all about choice. So what we'll do is on a 10-night cruise, you would perhaps have 2 nights that are formal nights. So you might want to get 2 really, really beautiful dresses out, and your gentleman might want to wear a black tie and or just what I'm wearing, but with a tie on as well. That's absolutely fine. But if you really don't want to get dressed up on those nights, you can go into the specialty restaurants or the buffet restaurants, and you can just go in trousers and a shirt, as you would if you were going out normally in city centre or something.
So we're fed and watered.
Yeah.
We now need to be entertained.
OK.
How do we go there?
We've got lots of brand new entertainment for our guests for this year and next year. So we've now brought in some different unique acts. So, for example, we've got the eye magic on selected ships at certain times of the year, which is not like your old hat magicians. This is one who uses iPads and various other props, which is just like for the 21st century. So it's something different. We have people on there who've been on X Factor in the USA and various other places around the world who do things like, I've seen one of them, and he was painting all these things in the theatre area, and he was just throwing paint around, and I was thinking, what's all this about? And then it came out this beautiful image, all to music. It's just so different. But we also do the Broadway style shows, the West End style shows. We have the comedians, we have live piano players, live orchestras. We've got something for everybody. So there really is something for anywhere on the ship.
Now, plenty more questions for you, so don't go anywhere. OK, if you're thinking of growing the record number of Brits taken to the seas for your next holiday, but perhaps it's your first time, then let me tell you about this. It's our first time guide to cruise holidays, and it is packed full of questions and answers to some of the most common questions we're asked here on the clinic. And to request your free copy, just give us a call, 0871 423 4444. Calls will cost 10p a minute from a BT landline, and other networks and mobiles may vary. You can also ask for a copy through our website, www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk. And whilst you're asking for this, we'll take a quick break. See you shortly. Welcome back to the Holiday and Cruise Clinic. It's lovely to have you with us. In today's programme, we're cruising in full modern luxury with Celebrity Cruises, and Michael Graham from the line is still with me. Now, before the break, we chatted about entertainment and food, but now let's talk about the all-important thing, really, destinations. Where do you go to?
All over. I mean, we go to... most of our ships are based in the summertime. We base them in the Mediterranean. So we have 5 ships in the Med. So you can go to the Sunshine on the Mediterranean, or you can go up to the Sunshine in Scandinavia, Russia, the Norwegian fjords, Iceland. Or we go further afield. So we go to Asia. We do Australia. And we go all the way around Australia, New Zealand. We also travel to the Caribbean, South America. We also do Alaska. We go down the west coast of America. We do Canada and New England. I mean, there's so much choice. There's so many places. You could go on a different cruise every year of your life and be somewhere different every single year.
And when we're talking about all these exotic cruises, I do think that cruising has opened the globe up to people because you have the security of being on board and getting off. What's the longest cruise you could go on with you?
Well, with us, I mean, we do... first of all, the shortest one we do is 2 nights. And then the longest one we do is entirely up to you. So we do something called back-to-back-in, where you can pick a 7-night cruise, and it might go to 6 different places on there. And then you can add on another 7-night cruise, and that might go to 6 other places, and then add on another 7-night cruise, and you can literally add on as many cruises as you like. I think we had one person that I know who did a 42-night cruise, a customer that I knew, and had the time of their life. I mean, 42 nights on a Celebrity Cruise, wow, amazing. Just
42 nights not working would be fabulous, wouldn't it? And what about the short cruise that you said was 2 nights? What does that entail?
It's like a taster cruise, so it's a taste of modern luxury. And for that, it's all about just letting people have a little sample of what it's like. And a lot of people are a little bit concerned about if they've never been on a cruise before, what is it like? So they try that 2-nighter, and believe you me, once they've been on that 2-nighter, they will go on another Celebrity Cruise because they'll have such a good time.
Now, I'm just getting ready for my 42-night cruise. What about cabins? Because obviously you have a selection, don't we, for people to choose from? Yeah,
well, with Celebrity we have, we call the cabins staterooms. It's the same thing, but we call them staterooms there. We have interior staterooms, so staterooms without a window. We have ocean view, which give you a window. Then we have balcony. The balcony, and then we also do something called concierge class and aqua class, and those 2 types of staterooms are a balcony stateroom, but with the concierge class you get little extras, like you get priority embarkation, priority disembarkation, you might get fresh fruit in your room, bottle of bubbly in your room, and you have a concierge service, so if you want to book dining, certain dining times or shore excursions, your concierge person will do all of that for you. If you're in an aqua class stateroom, what that does is that gives you access to the Persian garden, which I'm sure you'd love, which is all that spa area and...
Oh, yeah. How well you know me.
Heated mosaic tiled beds, looking out into the ocean, just beautiful place. So you get access to that, which is complimentary, and you also get complimentary access to a specialty restaurant just for aqua class guests, which is called Blue. And it's just for couples, and you've got tables for 2, and it's a phenomenal restaurant again, very, very nice.
I mean, that really would be something extra special if you were honeymooning or anniversary, that type of thing. You could go full out there, couldn't you? And just be absolutely spoiled. Now, what is it about this loyalty scheme that you have?
Yeah, so our loyalty scheme is called the Captain's Club. So you can pre-register before you travel, and I would definitely recommend that people do that. And then what you do is you build up your points, and the more points you build up, then you get little benefits from us. So it could be, for example, you know, you get some clothes that can be ironed for free, you get discounts in the casino, discounts off drinks, discounts off shore excursions. Basically, you're getting something from us complimentary or with a saving, which you wouldn't normally get if you weren't enrolled in the Captain's Club. OK,
so the viewers really should enrol if they're going to book, aren't they?
Definitely,
because you've nothing to lose.
Exactly, and there's no charge. It's all complimentary,
You just mentioned excursions there as well. Now, do you have to take part in your excursions, or if you've been before, you might just fancy just swadding off doing your own thing?
It's up to you. It's all about choice with Celebrity Cruises, so you're not forced to go on any excursion. If you want to go on one of ours, by all means you can, and you can go on a coach with 30 other people. You can do private day tours with ourselves as well. You can do, if you wanted to hire a Ferrari and go around Italy for the day, we can do that for you. We've had somebody who's hired a hot air balloon before and proposed to their girlfriend going over Cyprus. So we can do all these different things, but if you want to get off yourself or do your own thing, absolutely, it's your holiday. It's up to you what you do.
We were just talking about some exotic things to do there, weren't we? But what would you say if you were, you know, you've done the 2-day taster, but you're having a little go at cruising, really. You're on a 7-weeker or something. Where do you think somebody should go, and what excursions should they be doing to really go, wow, cruising is for me?
Well, again, it's all about choice. So it's very different if you go to the Far East or Australia, because if you go in Australia, for example, you would probably want to go a bit further afield because Australia is such a vast place, and you probably would want to take our excursions there. The same with Scandinavia, Russia. You might not necessarily want to get off yourself in St. Petersburg and do your own thing because you'd need to sort out your own visa and things like that. If you do it with Celebrity, we take all the hassle away from you. But then if you decided to cruise from Southampton, we've got Celebrity Eclipse from Southampton, and that does the Med, and it does Scandinavia, Russia and the Canaries. Well, in the Med, you know, if you want to go to Rome or Florence and Pisa or Barcelona, you know, Barcelona, Las Ramblas, it's just straight off, that it docks pretty much 10-15 minutes away. You can just walk off and go up Las Ramblas yourself. So, but we give you that information every day. You will get something that is in your stateroom delivered every evening whilst you're having dinner, and it tells you about the following day, where to go, what to do. You can do our excursions, or it's only a 10-minute walk into the town. We'll tell you and you can make your own decision.
That is a good thing to know, actually, ahead of time, knowing that that's going to come through, because if you like to be organised, actually, you can just chill a little bit because you've organised it for us. If you're going to tell me what I can do the next day, I can make the decision then. When it comes to excursions, do we need to be a bit more organised? Do they get booked up?
Yeah, you can pre-book them. You can either do them on the ship, you can do them on the day, you can do them through your cruise, or you can do them beforehand. It depends where you're going to. If it's somewhere like Alaska, for example, it's very, very popular because when you go into Alaska, you're not staying on the ship, you're getting off every day pretty much. So I would recommend pre-booking there. And again, entirely your choice. It's up to you. You can look on the website, see which ones you want, and then decide.
Do you have, would you say, a typical passenger, age-wise, or...?
Again, it varies from where you are in the world and what itinerary. So if you're going to Scandinavia, Russia, the chances are people probably in the most are probably 50 plus. If you're going to the Mediterranean or if you're going to the Caribbean, you probably find there's a wide range of different ages. We do take families on board, we have family clubs, we have lots and lots of couples, lots of young couples in the 20s, 30s, again, honeymoons, special occasions. We actually get into generational families where you get the grandma, you get the mother, and then you get the children as well, which is a really nice thing. And groups of friends come together as well.
Let's just break down sort of the passengers that you do get on board and what's on offer for them. So if you were coming with the kids, how do we entertain them?
They are taken care of, they really are. We've got children's clubs which are open from 9 till 12, 2 till 5, 7 till 10. All complimentary, there's no charge for those hours.
Gosh, that's great.
And it's great. I mean, they've got everything in there. You know, we have the Nintendo Wiis, we've got all the different games that they play. You know, I mean, I know some of them like playing these Lego games, you know, the Lego Star Wars and things like that. But then we also do lots of interactive games as well. We don't just put them on these machines, they actually play lots of interactive things. And there's 4 to 5 different age groups. So we put them into different age groups so that they don't feel as if they're with the younger kids or the older kids, they're in the right fit.
OK, so that's the kids sorted. If you had booked it for an anniversary or a honeymoon, which do you think is the most romantic thing to do?
Well, as I said earlier, it's either an exclusive excursion that we can offer for you. It's the specialty dining, which you can choose the most romantic meal that you want, most romantic night, and enjoy that special meal for the two of you. Or you could decide that you just want to, you know, go off and find your own private beach somewhere, just the two of you. I mean, what a great thing that would be, just to enjoy it. But it's your holiday, it's all up to you.
And do you think cruising, because when you get the price for a cruise, sometimes you might go, oh my goodness, what? But actually, when you break it down, is it good value versus a land holiday?
I mean, I think so. I certainly think so. I mean, I have been on land holidays myself, and then I've been on cruise holidays. And what I notice is when you go on a land holiday, a lot of the time, you have to go out and find your own entertainment. You know, you're not entertained. So at night time, you're trying to find something, or you might have to go out and find your own restaurants. Or if you're on half board on a holiday, it's the same restaurant usually every single night for 2 weeks. Whereas on a cruise ship, you've got the choice of all the different restaurants. We actually spend time in ports as well in the evening, so you can get off and you can go and find your own restaurant restaurant if you want. So again, lots and lots of choice.
And if you were giving somebody some advice on booking a cruise, because you can get sort of the more affordable end of the price bracket, which would you say to do?
I mean, again, it's about choice, and I would say that if customers want to go from, they don't want to fly, let's say they want to go from the UK, we've got Celebrity Eclipse that goes from Southampton, and it's just won for the 3rd year from Cruise Critic. It's just won, it's an award-winning cruise ship. It's the best cruise ship, is Celebrity Eclipse, to travel from the UK. If you want to, you've got some very, very good offers, I would say, on Celebrity Eclipse. But if you want to go to the Mediterranean, again, we have various offers throughout the year. We have various things. It could be free flights, we have free drinks packages, we have free onboard credit. Again, depending on when you book, pretty much most of the time we will offer you something that you will go, wow, I can't believe I've got this, I'm going to book it.
Wonderful. What better way to finish on a free drinks package? Thank you. Now, just a quick reminder about this before we head off. It's our first time guide to cruise holidays, and it's absolutely free of charge. Just give us a call, 0871 423 4444. Calls will cost 10p a minute from a BT landline, and other networks and mobiles may just vary. Don't forget, you can also ask for a copy through our website, www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk, where you can also get in touch with questions for future programmes. OK, that's all we've got time for on today's edition of the Holiday and Cruise Clinic. My thanks to Michael Graham from Celebrity Cruises, and thanks to you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.